Thank you, Deputy Speaker. And I echo the sentiments of the member for Evelyn in opposing today's government business program based on, once again, the inability to scrutinise the government in consideration in detail. And can we just correct a few things? I'm not quite sure what the member for Yan Yan's comments about the federal parliament has to do in here, but you could see by our unity this morning on the steps of parliament, whilst the other side are introducing their 60th new or increased tax, that the Liberals and the Nationals have committed to scrap that tax because this is the straw that has broken the camel's back. And if this is a budget that they ask, if this is a tax and a fund or a levy that the other side is so proud of, why were they not out on the steps with us this morning, speaking to our volunteers? Why were they not there?
Member resume her seat. The member for Windaree on a point of order.
Relevance to the government business program.
I think it's been a fairly wide-ranging debate on both sides. I would like members to talk about the government business program, though. That would be good.
Speaker, and as I said, it has been a fairly wide-ranging debate, given the fact that the member for Yan Yan brought up the federal parliament and what's going on in there, which I would like to point out that when we're talking about new taxes that are being introduced on budget day, I would say that's entirely relevant to the government business program today. Not to mention the Gambling Legislation Amendment Act that the Treasurer says yesterday that there will be no new taxes introduced. This immediately introduces two new taxes. And I quote, to extract better value from Victorians. Now, if that isn't a way to make the budget sing or to paint a new tax as something that we should be jumping over the moon about, I don't know what, to extract better value from Victorians in a cost of living crisis, that is absolutely preposterous. Now, we did speak up again, and you know why? The Nationals approach these bills and these changes to legislation and the increases in taxes and levies to gaming venues because in the actual regions, Deputy Speaker, those venues are owned a lot of the time by families. They are family businesses that can ill afford any more taxes and levies on things that are part of their core business. During a cost of living crisis, and you might know this if you ever got out into the community and had a meal at a pub or a pot, when you are buying a shout for $3 and it costs you around $50 because of excises and things like that, then...
Order. Member for Windaree,
we need
10 minutes
to
outside, please.
Make it viable for businesses to operate in this state, and that includes family-owned entertainment venues, particularly when, in my region, you can go over the river to a different club, community-owned club, and the rules are completely different. So yes, we do like to scrutinise these gambling bills when they come to the House. We would like the opportunity to consider them in detail. We think it's vital for those business operators in our regions to be able to do so that the government isn't extracting more taxes from Victorians. What an absolutely ridiculous thing to say. And while we are on the new taxes and things, and just a brush through the budget papers is also revealed, while they're taking $139 million out of local communities through their new emergency services tax, they've also cut regional development by another 17%. So not are they only extracting value from regional Victorian communities through their new emergency services tax, they are also reducing the regional development fund by another 17%. So please spare me when you say that you govern for all Victorians. It's an absolutely ridiculous thing to say. Extracting more money each and every day out of regional communities, and clearly by the amount of people that were on the front steps of Parliament today, they have had enough. Enough is enough.